I do not need the internet to come for my knife skills. Hi everyone, I'm Linda, a producer at Taste of Home and an amateur home cook at best. Today I'm going to be doing a budget meal challenge where I only have $30 to create breakfast, lunch, and dinner for myself for the entire week. I personally am someone that is pretty comfortable with budgeting groceries for the week, but I don't think I've ever given myself $30. So let's break down the rules for this challenge. I have $30 to spend for the entire week of meals. I'll be making breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the work week, so it's just the work weeks. Weekend is not included in this challenge. The meals have to be easy/convenient to prepare, and from my current existing pantry, I can only use salt, pepper, and cooking oil/olive oil. With this type of a budget, I feel like it's going to be difficult to find some protein to fit within this $30 budget, and also I think it'll be challenging for me to find ways to make things flavorful enough for me to not get tired of the meal for the entire week. So I wrote down a list of things that I would like to make for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then I have a grocery list, and I'm gonna head to the grocery store and keep my fingers crossed that I can squeeze everything I want in this $30 budget. I'm back from grocery shopping and I am pleasantly surprised with how much I was able to leave with. I had a grocery list in mind and I had some staples that I for sure wanted to get. For breakfast, I knew for sure I wanted to get bananas and eggs because those are the two things that I always have for breakfast. A lot of the things were dependent on how much each of the produce items weighed. I kind of guesstimated how much I was able to fit into my budget, so I threw in some things in my cart knowing that I would have to take some stuff out if it was over budget, but I am pleasantly surprised and so happy that I was able to squeeze in a couple of extra things. The thing that surprised me the most was how much chicken drumsticks cost. I think there's at least 10 to 12 chicken drumsticks in here, and this was only $5.40. That's probably the cheapest amount I've ever spent on protein before. I had a couple of dollars left at checkout, so I was able to get a little bit of seasoning. I went with garlic powder and paprika because you can't go wrong with these seasonings. The total came out to be $29.74. I'm so proud of myself for being able to save the budget because I was definitely sweaty when I was at the checkout line. To go over everything that I'm planning, I have 3 different meals that I'm planning to alternate throughout the week, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I will not get tired of the food because I did only plan for 3 different meals for the week. So to get started on this, I'm going to start by cooking my rice, I'm going to get my eggs boiling, and I'm going to prepare the marinades for my tofu and my chicken, and then start all of the prep for the veggies. So the water's boiling, I just put the eggs in to boil them for 8 minutes. I just wash all the rice and I'm going to put this in a cooker. To start the tofu marinade, I'm going to drain my tofu packets, dry them off as much as I can, dice them, and then just throw them into a bowl with some soy sauce, white onion, green onion, and some minced garlic. You know what, hold on. I'm going to attempt to put all this in a Ziploc bag so I can mix it up a little easier. Perfect. And now that I can see this a little better, I'm gonna add in just a little bit more soy sauce. Now I'm gonna let this sit and marinate in the fridge while I prepare everything else. I have my boiled eggs in the ice bath and they're pretty much cooled down now, so I'm just gonna peel these and put them in a container and keep them in the fridge until I'm ready to eat them every morning. I'm gonna peel all these boiled eggs off camera because this is gonna take me way too long. I hate peeling boiled eggs with a burning passion. I'm pretty sure it took me at least 30 minutes just to peel 10 eggs. If anyone has any tips on how to peel boiled eggs faster, please leave them in the comments because I just feel like I use up so much of my prep time. So now we're getting into the chicken drumsticks. I'm thinking I want to do 2 I'm thinking that I want to do 2 drumsticks per meal. Whatever's left over, I'll just eat on the weekend. I'm going to score the chicken, I think 3 times and make sure that it's cooked evenly. Yeah, if I had a sharp enough knife. I'm going to drizzle a little bit of oil, and to stir, I'm going to throw in 1 seasoning pack. I'm not sure I'll need both of them. And I'm just going to mix it well. Definitely only needed 1 seasoning pack for sure. The chicken is going to go in the oven at 400 degrees for about 40 minutes until it's cooked through. I just cubed my potatoes. I'm going to season them. So I'm going to drizzle some oil, some salt, some pepper, garlic powder, and some paprika. Mix this all up. Oops. Now I'm going to put this on a sheet pan. Spread it out so it's on one even layer. I'm going to put this in the oven at the same time as the chicken. So while everything's going in the oven, I have a strategy for my vegetables. Basically, I am using the same vegetables here. I am just seasoning them differently so they taste different with the two different meals that I'm making. So I'm hoping that'll trick my brain into not getting too tired of the meal. While the chicken and the potatoes are baking in the oven, I'm just going to go ahead and get this started. It's been about an hour since I put the potatoes and the chicken in the oven, and we are finally done with the cooking. I finished cooking all of my veggies and tofu on the stovetop, so I had two pans going. One of them was for the tofu stir fry and the veggie stir fry, and then the other one was for the vegetable fajita mix. And now everything is finally done. It smells delicious, and it's just time to put them all into containers. I figured this would be a better angle to show you everything that I just finished, but here is the meal prep for the week. After a couple of hours and a million dishes later, I'm pretty proud of myself. I took a bite out of everything to try. It's super yummy, so I'm very excited for all of the meals I'm about to have this week. Just finished my morning workout, and now I'm going to have my 2 boiled eggs for breakfast. I already ate the banana earlier. I was too hungry and didn't think to record it, so this is breakfast. Cheers. I'm in the office today and I brought my lunch, having the tofu with stir fry and rice. The tofu is really soft, but the veggies are still crunchy, so it gives a nice mix of textures. It's finally the end of the work week and I'm eating my last dinner. To share some of my final thoughts, I really am surprised at how much and how far $30 got me for a week's worth of food, because I'm just thinking about how my normal grocery budget for the week is double the amount, $60, and I managed to squeeze in a week's worth of meals. I would say it's absolutely feasible to have $30 grocery budget for yourself. The initial hard part about the challenge was just going into it worried that I wouldn't be able to afford enough food. Another hard part of this challenge initially was just wanting to make meals that are a little bit more nutritious than just processed food. People say that it's really difficult on a tight budget to make things nutritious, but I'm glad to say that I was able to add some veggies, some protein, some carbs, and make some pretty delicious meals out of it. The meals that I made specifically this week were super easy to microwave, and the texture and the taste didn't really change throughout the week, so that was really nice. But the hard part, like I imagined, was just kind of getting tired of the same old tastes throughout the week. I am really glad I was able to fit in the different seasonings for this challenge, because I got a little bit of Asian flavors and then I got a little bit of Mexican flavors. Considering that I myself am an amateur home cook at best and I'm not really that creative in the kitchen, I totally think that this challenge and this budget is doable for anyone with minimal cooking experience or anyone that's just kind of dabbling in the kitchen. I wasn't doing anything too fancy, knife work is super simple, and I think the most difficult part was either just the multitasking when I was cooking 2 things on the pan or peeling all of the boiled eggs. That about wraps up this video. Let me know in the comments what you would have done differently if you were in my shoes, or what you would spend your $30 grocery budget on. Until next time.